What is up, everybody? It's your girl, XXPOSED, bringing you guys some more Katie bullshit. Now, before we get into this, I want to give you guys a little bit of information about what we're going to watch here. Katie goes on in this video to talk about her husband not being a public figure. Now, to make someone a public figure is not very hard. When you put yourself out there on platforms such as YouTube, when you put yourself out there on platforms such as music labels and become an artist in your mind or your label's mind, maybe not so much in others, but when you feel you're an artist and you go out and you get a record label, whether you like it or not, you become a public figure. Also, that would be like me saying, Mr. X is not a public figure. Don't talk about Mr. X. Because this is my channel, and he's just my husband. But that's basically what she's saying here, is Todd's not a public figure, because this is my channel, not his, blah, 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 blah. Now, I want you guys to realize the hypocrisy in this video. It is sped up. I did pull this off of Reddit. Much thanks to the people on Reddit who are putting these videos out. They put the little compilations together where I can totally pull the bullshit out of everything she says. So I appreciate you guys for that. Let's dig in. Let's see what Miss KT has to say to everybody.
First of all, I just want to set like a hard boundary here. Like, you guys can do whatever you want. You can lob anything at me, but like, my husband is not a public figure. My husband.
There's her first claim. My husband is not a public figure. But when you become an artist of a music, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's a label that signs you and you become an artist of a band, you've lost your right to say I'm not a public figure, whether you existed or not. Now, not to mention the amount of times he's been on your streams. Like I said, it'd be like me saying Mr. X is not a public figure. Bullshit.
My husband is not a YouTuber. My husband is not on YouTube. He is not a part of this. He is not your property or your...
Nope, he's not my property. He's not a part of this. Yeah, right. He's not my property, no. But he is a part of your YouTube. And he is a public figure because he is a fucking whatever. Somebody called him an artist along the way for his music. So, he's a public figure and ain't a damn thing you can do about it. Just saying, in my opinion. Allegedly.
Not entitled to know anything about him. We don't really share a lot about our lives. We're not like...
But, we're not entitled to know a lot about him. Well, when you put all this information out about him, we really wouldn't know too much about him if you hadn't ran your mouth and told us he was pagan and all that and got his stuff involved with the YouTube channel. You also promoted his music with this white racist label on your channel in the beginning, but now you hate them. Why? Because everyone realized you're part of a white supremacist group? Maybe not part of it, but you sure are signed by a label that is. Whatever. You pulled out because you knew it was going to make you look bad. Doesn't change your thoughts. Because anybody that could be part of that still got it in them.
Super open about everything. So I started like looking at them holistically from like their entire lives. Like, because influencers lie about everything.
Oh, there she goes again. Influencers lie about everything. And oh, Miss poor little KJ has recently, over the last 6 months, decided that she is an influencer. And she just said out of her own mouth, influencers lie about everything. Now, I did get to watch this clip previously. I didn't really pay attention to a whole lot of, like, what I was going to be responding with. You guys know I just run off at the mouth. But I did hear her doing her comparison. Now, here's where she starts talking about Mr. Westbrook. Now, is Mr. Westbrook a public figure? Nope. Is Mr. Westbrook own his makeup line? Nope. Does he have a music label? Nope. Does he claim to be an artist? of music? No. Does he claim to be a public figure of any source? Of any sort? No. So, what you're about to say is not fair if you say we can't talk about Toddy Not So Hottie.
Was trying to find out, like, what is it in her life that, like, would make her do something like this? Like, does she have failures that makes her feel jealous? Does she...
Good question. What do you got going on in your life besides this lawsuit that could possibly take you and your whole fucking, like, career down? Not including could cause marital problems, all that. You'd be fighting for custody in court, all that. In my opinion, it could lead to all that if you lose this lawsuit. Because, honestly, we hear Todd's frustrations in the background. And it seems to continue to get worse and worse and worse and worse and worse as time goes by. Just my opinion.
Have debts that she needs to pay out there, and I was like, okay, so I started looking, and I started digging, and I started finding things. I just started sort of like, okay, so there's been some stuff in her husband's past, long list of...
Okay, so there's been some stuff in her husband's past. Okay, so there's been some stuff in your husband's past. Let's see how you hold it against Toddy's husband, Toddy Westbrook's husband, and then we'll see how you think we should handle it with your Toddy Not So Hottie.
People that have had experiences with her husband that don't have the best things to say. And then there's this accusation about his record label and how they have ties to people that are bad, that are in this white nationalist movement.
Facts. The record label he was involved with did have ties to white nationalism. It was a white record label. They only supported white artists. Yeah. And do you think he had no idea who he was signing up with when he signed? Nope. But let me get one thing straight for anyone who is confused. Because KJ has made it seem like anyone who is pagan is should be under the same scrutiny as her husband. Wrong. I've been pagan for quite some time. My husband's been pagan for a whole hell of a lot longer than that. I know many other pagans. We don't get accused of white supremacy, but you do. And your husband does. So, what's that all about? Make that make sense, Miss Joy. First
of all, when my husband was signed to that label, it was like 2009.
Look, the price is white. Reports show racist music sells. There you go. January 6th of 2000. That's Mr. Toddy Not So Fucking Hottie's record label right there. What? Morbid Records.
They had no connections to any bands that had any ties to any form of white nationalism.
What? Huh? In fact, a report coming out this month warns that Morbid is part of a multi-million-dollar industry that pushes racist rock. The report is being released by the Northwest Coalition for Human Dignity, NWCHD, a regional agency with an office in Seattle that monitors white power organizations. Okay, Katie. He didn't know all this before he signed with them? Really? That's about like you going, oh my God, they hung out with a black man. Katie, get over it. People of color are not bad. I got friends of all different races. That's one thing that we can't say about you. I don't even know that like you have any people of color that are your subscribers at this point. And the ones that are begging you to not say certain things, and you still keep doing it. So I don't see them lasting very long. I see a lot of memberships ending this month, and in my opinion, they'll be ending and they won't be renewed. Hey guys, this is going to be the end of this little clip here. This is just part 1. Part 2 is coming up next. I just wanted to make sure that I put this disclaimer in here and make sure you guys know not to bully or harass anyone in any of my videos. And it's not meant to hurt anyone's feelings. But yes, part 2 is coming up. Just bear with me, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Should be uploaded in the next hour. Talk to you soon. Peace. Oh yeah, subscribe, thumbs up. You guys know what to do, right? Right. And if you're not already subscribed, guys, don't just watch, subscribe. I promise not to disappoint. I at least make you laugh every once in a while.